we're going to throw it into our next segment, your favorite, the coin toss. Let's go. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the coin toss. This is our debate segment. The rules are as follows. Jeremy and I will both bring in a topic and a position on that topic. The twist is that we don't know whether we will be arguing for or against that topic. To decide that, we have to flip a coin. The other catch is that I do not know what topic Jeremy has brought in, and Jeremy does not know what topic I have brought in. Jeremy, please start the show off with your first topic.
So my topic is that George Kittle is a better tight end than Travis Kelce.
All right, flip the coin, baby, and let's get it going.
So I will be arguing against that point. So I'm arguing for Travis Kelce.
30 seconds on the clock, starting now.
So I believe Travis Kelce is a better tight end than George Kittle because he's way more dominant. He's a better route runner than George Kittle. I think we can both agree. And he puts up way better numbers, at least this past season. He's not as big in the blocking game, but he has the ability to just take over a game. And I think that's what you want out of your number one tight end. And he pairs perfectly with Tyreek Hill. And I think that's another reason why he puts up these great numbers, because he is the guy who can take it over to the top to relieve stress from the safeties, and he's a great safety blanket for Patrick Mahomes.
So now I will be arguing for my guy George Kittle.
3, 2.
I think George Kittle is an overall better tight end than Travis Kelce. I think he's a better blocker. I think he loves getting his hand in the dirt. And you saw what that Niners offense did this year, running the football, being second in the NFL with Raheem Mostert and all their running backs. I think George Kittle has a better ability to go down the field and make bigger plays. I believe he had 16 plays over 20 yards this year when Travis Kelce had 13. And then also, he's obviously league history, 13,770 yards. He set the record for tight end yards ever. And I think that just sets him apart from Travis Kelce. Now we will both have a chance to have a rebuttal against the argument we just made. Another 30 seconds on the clock. Jeremy, you're going in 3, 2, 1.
If we look at who George Kittle's head coach is, in my opinion, Kyle Shanahan is the best play caller in the NFL. He schemes guys open extremely well. We saw what he did in the Packers game in the regular season, where George Kittle caught the ball on a corner post. But I think Travis Kelce, the way he can take over a game and just dominate in the passing game and the receiving game, he understands zones so well, and he can manipulate a defense better than any player in the NFL. I just think Travis Kelce is more dominant than George Kittle. All right, 3, 2.
If you want to talk about dominance, did you see that Saints game where George Kittle just ran through like 4 Saints players? He's an absolute monster. I think the energy that he brings, similar to Kelce, fuels that offense. And obviously, Kelce is in a better situation with Patrick Mahomes there. But I think Kittle's presence on that team is what sent them to the Super Bowl this year. I think without him, they don't make the Super Bowl, because the impact he makes in the run game, in the pass game, and the safety blanket he provides for Jimmy Garoppolo overall. I think he's the better of the 2 tight ends. I think moving forward, he's also younger than Travis Kelce. And I think he'll have a more dominant saga throughout his career.
Yeah, it's hard to argue with, but
now Jerry and I will each get a closing statement for our arguments. Then it's up to you guys to vote in the comments on who won. All right, Jerry, what's your closing statement?
So my closing statement is that Travis Kelce is the more dominant tight end than George Kittle is in the passing game.
My argument is that George Kittle is a more complete tight end than Travis Kelce because of what he offers in the blocking game. Okay, we're going to move into our next topic. Just a reminder that Jeremy does not know what topic I'm about to say. So my topic, and I hope I get to argue for it, is that Phillip Rivers this year will have an MVP-like season, the best of his career with the Colts.
All right.
Now I get to flip a coin for whether I get to argue for or against that. I have to argue against that now. So Jared, put 30 seconds on the clock.
Ready? 3, 2.
Phillip Rivers has not been the same quarterback he has in probably 5 years. I believe that Phillip Rivers' biggest fault is his inability to win a big game. We've seen him come up numerous times and fall short against the Patriots, the Chiefs, numerous heavy hitter teams. Even if he has a good season, I don't believe he'll be able to take the Colts to the promised land because of his inability to be clutch in tough moments. The one game I can think of in his career where he was actually clutch was that Chiefs game 2 years ago where he beat the 12-4 Chiefs with Mike Williams having 3 touchdowns.
All right, so now I have to argue for why Phillip Rivers will be an MVP candidate this year.
3, 2, 1.
First of all, Phillip Rivers has never had the offensive line that he has now with the Colts. He's playing with an actual home field advantage, which he's never had since probably when he was at Qualcomm Stadium. And his receivers this year, I think Michael Pittman's going to be the best rookie receiver in the NFL this year, maybe outside of Justin Jefferson. And he has T.Y. Hilton, one of the most reliable receivers in the NFL, and of course, Big Q up front, and he has a dominant running game. So now Justin has to do a rebuttal for that, and I'm going to give him 30 seconds starting in 3, 2.
Yes, he does have a great offensive line. I will give you that. But this is not the first time Phillip Rivers had a great run game. He had it 2 years ago when he had Melvin Gordon leading the league for the majority of that season. He also had 2 great wide receivers in Keenan Allen and Mike Williams, not to mention Travis Benjamin and a great tight end in Hunter Henry. He had the weapons around him. Yes, his offensive line was not great, but he's always had pieces around him, including LT and everything. I mean, he's Vincent Jackson. I can go on with the wide receivers he's had. He has not been able to put together a season like this. And yes, he's back with Frank Reich, but I don't think it's going to make a difference because I think his age is going to deter him from having that type of season. All right. 3, 2.
So first of all, I think Phillip Rivers has been in one of the toughest divisions in all of the NFL at the AFC West. Now he goes to a much easier division with the Jaguars, Texans, and Titans. And then he's never had. So the NFL is going towards a more spread area or spread offense with a ton of passing. While I think the Colts are going against that, they're going to be able to run the ball with Marlon Mack and Jonathan Taylor, the best offensive line in the NFL, one of the best blocking tight ends with Jack Doyle, and he also has Michael Pittman and T.Y. Hilton.
So now Jerry and I will both give a closing statement for our arguments. I believe Phillip Rivers' age will prevent him from having an MVP type season with the Colts, especially because of that run game also will be taken away from his stats.
I believe Phillip Rivers will take the league by storm in a new offense or more of a new team with the Indianapolis Colts.
All right, guys. This has been the coin toss. It's up to you guys to vote who won in the comments below. Please let us know, and we'll see you guys next time.
Congrats. You made it to the end of the video. Look at us now. Yeah, I'm looking at you. Dead in the eye. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And you can follow us on all social media platforms at the 50/50 Ball. Peace.